nice. Hi everyone, welcome back to another mukbang. Oh, great way to start the week. My cheese has failed on me, but it's okay. No big deal. You know, it's just like you have this image. You plan it and like you are hoping that it'll go right, but it just never does. I'm still gonna enjoy it no matter what. I'm so hungry. Wow, I was in such a rush, I didn't even explain what I'm eating. So it's been a while, but I finally brought my hometown 춘천닭갈비. It's just stir-fried spicy chicken. I did add some rice cakes. I have some Korean sweet potatoes. I did add a little bit of onion and lots of perilla leaves. I'm going to mix some rice with seaweed paper, roasted seaweed paper a little after. I have my additional perilla leaves on the side for my wraps. I did use the chicken thighs. It did come with some skin and bones. So this one has a little bit of skin on it. Instead of marinating the chicken, I started cooking it first with just oil because I wanted to make the skin crispy, and then I added the vegetables and the sauce later. Sweet potato. Rice cakes are really good too. I got the coin ones, not the tteokbokki ones. It really doesn't matter. Some rice cake. So if you go to a Korean 닭갈비 place, they give you an option of mixing udon noodles or rice after you've almost finished. And I always wonder why they don't have the instant ramen noodles. I tried it myself. It's not very good. So there's a reason why. I think it's because fat noodles just taste better. And rice. I feel like ramen noodles are just too thin. And I feel like the flavor is too strong for such a thin noodle. Oh, I think this is a big skin. This tastes so much better after a great workout. I've been kind of slacking off lately. But I started more intense workouts today. And this just tastes so much better. So I still have bone pieces left from the thigh. I think I'm gonna take this out for now because I want to start mixing in my rice. I'll pick on these after I have my rice ready, or after they're cooled, actually, more likely. Voila! Okay, let's do this. Add all the rice. It's gonna be so good. I mean, this can't be bad. No, there's just no way. I really did want to cook on the camera today, but like I said, it's just really hard to being here. But I have been looking at some studios, and I'm pretty darn serious. Yeah, I've been looking around a lot. I don't know if it's like a busy season, but it's hard to find exactly what I want or what I need. Especially like a lot of small places or a lot of city places that I'm looking for in certain, like in my budget. It's really hard to find a pet-friendly place. And I feel like being in the city, it would have been easier. But I don't even know what's easier at this point, because I used to think that, oh, like the burbs areas are more pet-friendly, but later I'm like, no, the city is more pet-friendly, because, you know, a lot of the younger generations are there and they just all have pets, but I don't even know anymore. I remember living in this one apartment. Yeah, they were pet-friendly, but they had restrictions on a lot of breeds, and they had a weight limit. Thankfully, I made it, barely made it, but that was okay. But then, literally like a month in, I see this lady walking a Great Dane. The weight limit was like 80-90 pounds, and there's no way that that Great Dane was under that. So that dog could be visiting, and I have no problem being neighbors with Great Danes. It's just, you know, like, what's the real rule here, you know? Yeah, I think the cheese is getting mixed in very nicely. There's the I just grab some. Ooh. Oh boy. I'm gonna sit there and then pick on another one. Oh shit. Oof. Oh, there's no cheese on here. I spill so much here. Oh, my leg. Oh, these rice cakes are so good. Like some of them are burnt, like this one. It's almost too hard, but it's a really fun texture to eat. I left some information in the description box if you guys want to send me any stories or anything that you want me to talk about, any topics that you want me to cover. You guys could use my email below and send me anything, to be honest. I'm gonna keep it anonymous just for everybody. I'm not gonna read every word, but she wanted me to cover the this topic that she's currently having her doubts on. So she recently got a new job because it pays higher than the previous one. However, the job is much boring than the old one, and she feels like the new job is not as productive as the other one. One of the main reasons why she changed to the new one is mostly there are other personal matters, but mostly because of money, and I found that it's quite boring. I would love to hear your, like everyone else's, thoughts on this too. So would you rather choose a job with a lower pay but more productive? And I'm assuming productive meaning like it keeps you busy and there's always something to do, or a job with a higher pay but boring job. So this one can be, I guess, like it might be a little slow or you're doing repetitive work. Which one would you guys choose? I talked to Tom about this the other day because I wanted to hear what he wanted to say. But first thing that both of us thought was how much higher. I think for me to consider taking the boring and a higher pay job, it has to be significantly higher. I think that varies from each person, but for me, like let's say there's like a certain budget. Let's say like I was getting like $5 an hour, but the new job is giving me $15 or $20 an hour. I mean, is that even something to think about? Like, you know, this is just a personal thought. In a heartbeat, I'll take the new job. Then if it's like, okay, I was getting $5 an hour on this one job and I'm getting like $7 on the second one, then I'll stick to the more fun and busier job. I mean, work goes slow as it is, but if you're doing a boring work and it feels like forever, then I'd rather be at a more productive and fun place if the pay isn't that big of a difference. But let's say that the pay is much higher. I was getting $5, but now they're offering me like $20. Hell yeah, I'll take that job. It's okay if it's boring. I'll find that achievement, I'll find that productivity, that instant gratification or whatever. I'll find it somewhere outside of work. Because I feel like with that money, that much higher pay, you could just do so much more with that money. You could have so much more hobbies. There can be more things that you could look forward to. And I'm pretty sure if you keep like brainstorming, you could find a way to have your time go a little faster at your newer job. That's just how I feel. I mean, at the office that I was at, beginning when I went in, it was a pretty easy job. So a lot of time I was just kind of like counting down until my like, you know, clock out time. But after like a few months, actually, like I got moved to a different team and different department, my job got just so busy. I mean, obviously I got a raise and I got bonuses here and there, but to me, I felt like it wasn't enough for me to stay. I caught on pretty fast. It was a pretty simple work. So I understand where you're coming from. If the job is boring, I feel like there are just so many thoughts. You have so many more time to think about unnecessary things. For me, when the job was a little boring and I felt that 8 hours felt like 12 hours, sometimes I thought about like what am I doing here? Why do I need to be here to do this work? I could be home. I'm a strong believer in hobbies because I think if you're trying to find purpose and achievement, I mean, like, of course, those are good things, but work can't be the only place to find that. You need to have hobbies that has nothing to do with your work. Although I started with mukbangs, I started vlogging, I started like filming everything that I did in my life. So everything, literally everything, like I said, everything just became a content. So I couldn't distinguish what's job or like what's work compared to my just hobby and everything. Because I feel like I got greedy and I just wanted to make everything into a content. And I think that's where I was like really burnt out. And that's when I was working in the office too. So being in the office, I learned a lot of things. I tell you guys this all the time. I did learn a lot of like office work. I learned a lot about being professional, being in corporate and all that. But I also learned a lot about how to balance your work and your personal life matter. That's like, I think that's so important to distinguish. And one person that I know, out of everybody, one person that I know has so many hobbies, and I think that's one of the reasons why she stays at one company or one job for such a long time is because she has so many hobbies. Like after work, she comes home and she just has so many things to, like, she has a lot to do where she gets her mind off of everything and she just kind of like enjoy being herself. Is my sister. She has so many hobbies. She's always busy. I mean, she works a lot too, but like when she's off, she's off. She does so many things and she's very talented too. Hobbies are very, very important, guys. More than you know. It keeps you sane. Now, I've been trying to get Tong to like pick up a hobby. And he always talks about like leather making. So I got him the leather making kit. He doesn't do it.